All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I'm back. I'm back with another petty pop up. Real heavy on the petty. I'm just here to state my petty opinion. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and used for educational and entertaining purposes. All right, y'all. Y'all back. Y'all ready for some more liars and haters of Huntsville? All right, let's go. This is my recap for season 8, episode 14, Girls Getaway from Me. Okay, so y'all, this is the cast trip that everybody's been talking about. They open up in St. Thomas. St. Thomas is beautiful. They showed a lot of different views of the mansions in the hills. It was gorgeous, right? So they focus in on this one, which is the home that Mel has rented for the girls' getaway. Okay, so they show Mel and Lauren and Shanita getting out of the car, marveling at the beauty, the natural plants, and Mel was saying that it looks like enchantment. I bet not see no snakes in the enchantment. And Shanita said, Mel, you scared of snakes? She said, you're around snakes every day, so why you scared of them here? I said, yes, indeed. I like Shanita. I liked her right from the start. So the ladies get inside and the rooms are beautiful. Mel said that she wanted to assign the rooms so that it already be done when they get there, and she wants to walk through the house and decide where everybody should be because she hadn't thought about it beforehand or predetermined anything, right? So this room that Mel had was gorgeous, and the bathroom, it reminded me of, have y'all ever been to Caesar's Palace in Vegas? Like, their bathrooms are all marble like that. It's really dope. I was like, yeah, Mel, you did that. So anyway, they go throughout the home, and Mel and Lauren and Shanita kind of help Mel decide. Well, Mel is actually the one who's assigning the rooms. They picked their own room. Well, Lauren won hers. Shanita said, I'm finna mess this whole trip up. It was cute. So, when they get to the final room, Mel says that, this will be perfect because, Tisha and Kimmy are sister-in-laws, and Tisha asked to bring a guest. So it's 3 rooms in here. Made perfect sense to me. I really don't see anything wrong with the room. The beds are fine. There's nothing wrong with the room, except they got to share a bathroom. No woman likes to share a bathroom, but the funny thing about it was the Powder Puff Kids suite. I got a kick out of that. I thought that was so funny. So anyway, what happened next? So Mel said that Nell was the oldest, so she was gonna give Sunny her own room since most of the ladies wasn't feeling Sunny. So Shanita said, so nobody feeling her, so she get the biggest room. I thought that was cute as well. I was like, yeah, Shanita, you keep this trend going. I like you, girl. So the rest of the ladies make it to the home, and well, no, they were in the airport, and they was all acting like they needed their husbands there to get their luggage and whatnot. So Sunny walks in, she speaks to everybody. And I think it was Stormy who asked her, do you have your bag? Well, actually said, you got your bag? Her Ebonics speaking as. And so Sunny was like, no, you're right, I need to get my bag. And I know Sunny has been in the airport before. She just seemed kind of like discombobulated, like out of sorts. Like, she looks like she's a little deflated a little bit, like maybe the IVF journey is not going so good. But anyway, so as Sunny walks off to go and get her bag, Kimmy gonna say, wait, that's what y'all not gonna talk to her? So that's what y'all doing? And so when they get on the little I don't know what that was transporting them to the home. Kimmy gonna say we gonna have problems. Okay, well let's have some problems then. So they show Kimmy in her confessional, and she was saying that she did not know that Sonny was coming, and that changes everything. So what was y'all plans that got changed? Because it sounds like there was a general consensus that everybody knew something was supposed to happen on this trip, but it sounds like it got thwarted. But one thing I will say about this confessional look is baby Kimmy killed this look. She looks absolutely gorgeous. This peach with this little brown stripe is beautiful. It's one of the first times I've seen her dressed appropriately. She usually dresses like a stripper or a woman of the night that's getting ready to go on a host road, right? So like she usually has no tact, no taste, but this was her big one. This was beautiful. Even the hair that she's wearing is gorgeous and it suits her. So I just wanted to mention that. You know, I'm not a hater, but yeah, she looked really, really gorgeous. And so, then they showed Tisha in her confessional, and Tisha was saying that, you know, if this was supposed to be a fun trip. Yeah, it was supposed to be fun for you because I think you had something up your sleeve, but you're not quite quick enough to pull it off. But again, I will say that Tisha in this blue, Tisha is rocking this blue, y'all. This blue is beautiful on Tisha. And I also love the style of the dress for her. She's another one that don't know how to dress, always trying to dress like she 15. This one is more her age, it's age appropriate, and it is beautiful. It looks like it's like velour, like the texture is kind of velour or something. I don't know. It's not too sexy, but it is sexy. And I love the updo on Tisha. Like she looks really, really good in this confessional look with her Bessemer Hillbilly ass. But you know, she doesn't give me Bessemer Hillbilly in this look. Okay, so next they show them on the little tram or whatever. Sunny says that she feels like she's back in high school and she just now meeting a very new group of girls. And you know that, you know, she kind of hates that they look at her as the woman that would steal somebody's man. Only thing I gotta say to that is that, you know, this is why you take your time when you're making life decisions. This is why you don't always rush into things, because if what you need is there, it's not going anywhere. It's no need to rush and do something in a hurry overnight for a TV show. I mean, I don't really know their reasons, you know, why they rushed into whatever, or maybe they didn't rush into it. Maybe they took their time. I don't know. But it seemed like it was pretty quick. They have known each other a year to be getting married. That's not none of my business. It's neither here nor there. It's done. They married now. I'm just saying that sometimes in reflection, you know, they say hindsight is 20/20. When you look back, sometimes you can see things, you know, a little clearer, and some things that, you know, some steps you may have taken, and you know, some steps you may have skipped over that you should have taken. But anyway. So, what's next? So while they're on the tram, van, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. Sunny asked Stormy, is she trying for a second child? Because they were all saying that, well, Stormy was saying that she was having anxiety from being away from Chess, who is her son. And all the other ladies were saying, well, wait till you have that second one. You're going to be wanting to throw both of them away. So Sunny asked, well, are y'all trying for a second one? And Stormy turned around to her and told her that yes, they were trying, and that they had a doctor, and that they were looking for a surrogate, I believe. And So Sunny shared that that's what she was doing. That she was doing the IVF, and they were some of them were like, I don't like what, and she was like, she did the double IVF, and I think she was saying that meant back to back, and so in other words, it hadn't been successful so far, and so Stormy did offer her, empathy in that moment, and she said, "Well, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and Nell said, it's gonna happen, the other ladies didn't say anything, but those two at least did offer to empathize with her in that moment. So I think it wasn't double IVF, it was split IVF, she said, but that's what it meant, back to back. Okay, so anyway, so this is Stormy's confessional look, where she was saying that she hated that for Sunny, because she also didn't want that to happen to her. Nobody wants it to happen to them, Stormy. That's the point of it. But at least you did empathize with her in that moment. But I just want to say, in this confessional look, Stormy looks like an elf. she looked like an elf that's getting ready to go talk to Santa about something, right? Okay. So this is Sunny's confessional look. And Sunny, you got a mega mind forehead, right? I know you know this. You got a big head. You've said you got a forehead, and since you're kind of trying to grow on me a little bit, I'm just gonna tell you something that maybe nobody else told you. But this is her second confessional look. Both of them are equally as bad because of this mega mind forehead she got. So all I want to say, honey, is you see this right here? Cover this up. You need to cut you some bangs or something, but don't do this right here to yourself. Don't do this to yourself anymore. So anyway, the rest of the ladies make it to the house, and everybody is introducing each other and loving on each other, which I really love that part. That was really good. Shanita, as the ladies are introducing and saying hello, everybody's saying hello. Sunny was telling Mel, thank you for inviting me. Mel was telling her, thanks for coming. Shanita did a toast, and I believe in the toast she said, to energy and long-lasting friendship. I don't believe you're gonna get either one of them out of this group, but okay, Shanita, that's what she said. Okay, so everybody liked their room, of course, except for Tisha and Kimmy. So Nell was saying that as they're walking through the rooms and looking at the rooms, Nell with her big mouth get to leaning and rubbing on the bed and saying, Nell said, this how you did me when we was in Houston. Okay, hold on, back up. You're saying that this is how Mel did you when you were in Houston? Wasn't Houston your trip? Weren't you the one who was supposed to assign rooms in Houston? See what I'm saying? When you be running your mouth and you let loose things that you probably didn't mean to. So anyway, so as they're walking through the house, they trying to see, because Nell has put the name tags on the beds. They're trying to see what beds have been assigned to who. So as they're walking through, Tisha thinks she sees her name on the bed in the room with Stormy, and she walks through and says, "Oh, they funny." And so Kimmy has to tell her, "Oh no, that says Trisha. That must say Trisha." So not only can Tisha not spell, she can't read either, okay? Y'all Bessemer Hillbillies is going to really have to come into the 21st century, okay? Y'all really going to have to step it up a little bit. Step up your game, honey. Step up your little game. So anyway, Mel found out by and by that Tisha and Kimmy were not satisfied with their rooms. So Tisha says, she gets in her confessional and says that Mel chose the rooms based on how she feels about each individual person. This is exactly the opposite of what we saw Mel say, okay? So she said, I don't care what she said. She knew Destiny was coming because I texted her and told her. So she chose those rooms on purpose. Okay, this is what Tisha chooses to think because she is a very small-minded, revengeful kind of person herself. So if this is what she would do, then she normally associates that with Mel. Like, she assumes that Melody is on some type of get back or whatever. Tisha has absolutely no insight, but you can't tell her anything. She tries to make everything fit her narrative because she's just that ignorant and low budget, right? So Mel talks to Tisha and Kimmy, and they tell her that, Kimmy says that, she thought that for as long as they've known each other, as much time as they spent together, she expected more. Tisha says that room speaks volumes to how you feel about us. And Mel explains, no, it don't. She said, because I could have shared a room with Shanita and Lauren, and y'all could have, had her room. So Kimmy says no, because if it was that way, you would have did it at first instead of us having to have this conversation. Miller said no, because I didn't know how you felt about the rooms. I assigned the rooms based on what I thought would match, because y'all sister-in-laws, y'all invited somebody, 3 people, perfect for to be in this room. Y'all feel in some kind of way because y'all know y'all hard. You know what I mean? Y'all know the dirty, low down, dirty stuff that y'all have done. Like, so y'all trying to impose that on Mel. But anyway, Mel said, I didn't know you would have had a problem. No, it wasn't gonna. If it was gonna be that, you would have did that at first. No, it's not that, because I didn't know that you would have had a problem with the room. So anyway, Tisha gets in confessional again and says that Mel is lying. She knew who her +1 was, and she was saying she don't know why Mel is not being honest. So anyway, Nell, Sunday tells Nell to go outside and check on Mel. Nell walks up and stands by Mel and says, are we good? So then she starts talking about Houston. Like, I know in Houston we had to suck it up. And Tisha was saying we all sucked it up in Houston. And she was like, well, you're going to have to suck this one up too, because I'm sandwiched in between y'all. And Kimmy got upset, with her wording. And she was like, you're not even part of this conversation. I don't need, you to come tell me I need to suck it up. Nell was saying that, well, that's what I'm saying. We don't have to do the extra. And look, y'all, far be it for me to agree with Tisha and Kimmy, because Lord in heaven knows that those are not my favorites. Nell was saying that she thought somebody had said something about fighting. They was like, what are you talking about? Nobody said nothing about no fighting. Tisha said, you just loud and wrong. And she was. And Nell was like, everybody needs to just stop complaining. Tisha was like, she need to stop it, because Tisha said, because Nell finna get that wig snapped up out her head, When Nell went back inside, Sonny said, look, we sent you out there to be the peacemaker. Nell came back in talking about, they full of shit, and I'll be the one to whoop their ass. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Who ass we whooping? Because really and truly, Nell should have kept it to herself. If she was going to go and have Mel back, all she had to say was, we good out here? And just let Mel do the talking, because they had really came to a conclusion about, what they was thinking or whatever. Those 2 people are determined to misunderstand Mel, no matter what good she tries to do, or no matter how she tries to satisfy them. It ain't never gonna be good enough. I don't care what she do. They are dedicated, especially Tisha. They are dedicated to misunderstanding her. So, it is what it is. Now, Nell didn't have to take it there because what she was saying was unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary. And that is one time when Kimmy was right, saying that it was just so unneeded, because it was unneeded. So, Kimmy had another confessional look, which was this silver dress, which I thought was gorgeous. I don't know what happened. Maybe they got a stylist or something, honey, but this ain't the best picture, but that is a bad dress. And then it's another sexy dress. It's not overly sexy. It's not too sexy. It's sexy enough. It don't have her looking like a streetwalker like she normally do. It was a real, real good, pretty look for Kimmy. So then they all go and they sit in the living room. Did y'all see this sneaky bitch though? Because just when I be trying to find like something in common with Kimmy, she'll do some snake shit. So I just have come to the conclusion that Kimmy is a snake, and that I just can't rock with no snake bitches like Kimmy. Kimmy, they was sitting in the living room. Did y'all see Kimmy pull her phone out like she was trying to take a picture of Sonny? And Sonny's sitting there and didn't know it, but I caught it. I said, look at that bitch. What is she doing? And if she's taking a picture of Sonny, who's she going to send it to? What y'all want to bet? That she took that picture of Sonny and sent it to Destiny to let her know that she was on the trip. So anyway, like I said, I think they already had something up their sleeves, because every one of them have mentioned, is Destiny coming? Is Destiny tomorrow? So they all knew that Destiny was supposed to come tomorrow. Okay, so after they get back inside, Mel asked to speak to Nell. Mel was saying, you got loud with me earlier. Like, do you think you was doing too much? And Nell was like, even if I did, it don't matter. You're not going to talk shit to me and think I'm not going to talk shit back. Well, yeah, it does matter, Nell, because your tone and the volume that you speak to people, it makes a difference. Most grown people are not going to let you yell and scream at them like you do in your house to your kids. You're dealing with adults over here, and they don't need your money. So, yeah, it's going to have to be different, or people will let you know. And she was saying, well, I'll just go home. I'll get on the plane, I'll go home. And Mel was saying, no, I'll leave y'all here because I'm on vacation like this. But anyway, ultimately, Nell's little, I'll take my ball and go home didn't work. Mel said she like peace, and like everybody to have fun on her vacation. And so she mentions to Nell that, Martell is not here for her to fuss with. So she don't need to fuss with anybody else. Okay, the mention of Martell for me was in poor taste. It was not needed. It was no need to mention Martell. It's kind of like, how like you don't want him talking about you when you're not around, and you shouldn't be talking about him when he's not around. And I know it was kind of like maybe because Nell and Martell fuss a lot or whatever. Maybe that's where she was getting it from. It just, for me, it just wasn't necessary. It wasn't, it wasn't a good idea to even bring his name up, because that's just a reason for him to say, see, she be talking about me when I ain't even around. It just gives him another reason to hope a little bit that maybe, just maybe, he could get back in there or whatever. I don't know, but I wouldn't have did it. That's all I gotta say. So anyway, the next thing is Mel says that they're not going to be there when Carnival is in season, but she's going to bring Carnival to them. So they bring some ladies out. The ladies start dancing with the ladies. Everybody's back friends again. Everybody's happy. The ladies start dancing. And Kimmy says, now this is how you start a party. She was saying that she still had high hopes for the trip. She was saying, she had said earlier that Mel had set the bar really high, and that she approved. And So they dance with everybody. Mel flirts with the little island boys. She had the little island boys come out and dance. And, everybody was back having a good time before they sat down to eat. Okay. So we get to the scene where they sit down to eat. And Shanita says that where is she from? Well, don't mess with Sunny, because Sunny is from the Midwest like her. And she was just saying, don't mess with Sunny because she's from the Midwest. So Tisha says, don't be sleeping on us down south girls. Everything is not a competition, Tisha. Everything is not about you. And ain't nobody scared of your little hamburger looking ass, okay? Why she always got to be in competition or attempt to be in competition with somebody? I can't stand that pick-me shit. I really, really can't. But anyway, and all that extra cackling she was doing, I was like, close your mouth. Shut up some. Listen, learn how to read the room or stay your ass in Bessemer. You probably need to stay in Bessemer because, see, them people be more your speed. You can understand them people. You can't understand these people sitting at this table because you out of your league. That's what I think. I think Tisha is out of her depth. She doesn't really understand a lot of what they're saying, and it shows because every time she tries to explain herself, she makes absolutely no sense. I don't think she understands the correct meaning of words. We know she can't spell. We just saw she can't read. Maybe you need to stay pretty close to Bessemer. Go help your mama on a food truck. Maybe that's something you can do. And stop telling people you got 2 degrees, honey. Stop telling people that, because that's the people who, wherever you got it from, should be ashamed. Anyway. So, what's her name? Basketball head Trisha said her person is from Ohio. Now, how you sound saying your person is from Ohio? Your man? Your husband? Your boyfriend? No, she said her person is from Ohio. Now, they looking at Sunny like she the man stealer, but you got broke brack Trish over here who got 2 or 3 men and a couple husbands in the mix. They don't think she a threat because she halfway look like a dude her damn self. But yeah, you better watch that old cheap trick, Trisha, okay? So anyway, so Mel was like, Tisha was like, so Mel was like, I'm gonna bring my single friends, like, why did you have to specify, you was gonna bring your single friends? Like, are you saying that the single friends are more fun? And everybody was like, girl, what you saying? And Mel just said, I like to be super clear. I was bringing my single friends. It wasn't like a play on words. She didn't really mean anything by it. She was just letting you know I'm bringing some of my single friends. It wasn't nothing to read into it. She didn't mean anything by it. She just said that the people she was bringing was single. Shit, Mel single. So, you know what I mean? What is your deal? So Shanita says, I define my friends by how you treat me when things don't go your way. If I'm down and I'm out, and true friendship should be able to withstand disagreements and stuff like that. Oh, and everybody was all for it. Tisha was nodding her head and she was like, yeah, and understanding. And Kimmy said that that's one of the best examples she ever heard, to be honest. Because I think that she was applying that to her and Tisha's relationship, how Tisha chose Kiowa over her, and how Tisha sided with Kiowa over her. But she had the audacity to tell Kimmy that she expected Kimmy to be on her side. What? She's just ignorant. She's one of those ignorant people that's dangerous. Like, she doesn't even realize how ignorant she is. But anyway, so Tisha kept talking till she put her foot in her mouth. She was like, can you be around somebody you don't like? And she was like, yeah, I'm an adult. Stormy was like, she don't like me. And so Shanita told Mel to watch her. So Tisha was like, why you said to watch me? And Shanita politely explained why she told her that. She was like, well, if you know that there's a history between them, then why would you invite her? You know what I mean? You're showing and telling her exactly who you are. You know what I mean? And that's true. And the problem is that on this show, nobody has ever called Tisha out. Every time they call Tisha out, she go to crying and run in the corner. It's always somebody there to save her. And she was trying to intimidate Shanita with that, why you said this, why you said that. Like, girl, shut up. You're out of your league. You're dealing with real people who have real college degrees. You know, that little shit you got from ACDC college. You, honey, we already know you can't read, you can't spell, you barely understand the words you're speaking. And so I guess she thought she was gonna. I guess Shanita was giving her them eyes like, yeah, you heard what I said. I said exactly what I said, and I didn't say it behind your back. I didn't whisper to Mel. I didn't call her in the other room. I said it right in front of your face because that's what I meant. And I don't think Tisha liked that at all. So they showed Tisha in confessional saying that I didn't know Mel was gonna bring her bodyguard on this trip. Girl, do you know Mel? Mel don't need no goddamn bodyguard. One thing I have learned about Mel Cherie, and I have always said that Mel don't need nobody to defend her. She can do that perfectly fine all by herself. She just lets people go with stuff. Like, she gives more grace than she probably should. But when she get ready to get your ass together, she knows how to do it. Okay? So anyway, Tisha was in the confessional saying this girl does not know any of us, but is very opinionated, and it was saying that there's going to be some heated moments. Well, come on then. Bring the heated moments on. We can handle some heated moments because this woman can have an opinion of you. She don't need to know you for 30 years to see what's right sitting in front of her face. You ever heard of a first impression? Well, that's what you make on somebody when you first meet them. And they have a right to judge you by that. So I don't understand why you don't know that, but everybody else in the world knows that, you know. So anyway, that was the end of the episode. What did y'all think? I think this was a good one, y'all. I'm going to have to give this one a 10. I'm going to have to give this one a 10 for the season. Like, this has been the best one so far. Just because they had disagreements, they was able to resolve their disagreements without coming to blows, even though they almost came to blows. Even though it was a little difficult watching these 40 and 50-year-old women run around and act like toddlers, and Nels run around talking about everybody got a bed but me. And then when Mel told her that, you know, I wouldn't do that on purpose, that, they didn't print your card. She was like, well, hey, make them print my card, because, I keep them. Girl, shut up. You're not finna keep no damn. Girl, stop it. And then you're going to tell Kimmy and Tisha to stop complaining when you was complaining your damn self. Like, I just never seen so many 3-year-olds in one spot. And then, what else she was saying? She said something else that struck me. I was like, girl, grow up. How old are you? Like, for real? Oh, she got mad with Mel because Mel said, well, I gave you that big space. I wanted you to have that big space because I was like, Miss Neil, you the oldest one. You older than all us, and I want you to have it. Nell was like, you gonna stop throwing that shade. How you know I'm the oldest one? Mel was like, cause you are. She was like, you don't look like it, but you are. Okay, so I thought that was unnecessary as well, because Mel has thrown that same shade at Nell a couple of times. But the thing is, some people are intimidated or they have some angst around their age. Most people don't care. Some people don't care. Obviously, it's a sore spot for Nell, or it's a trigger for Nell. She has said it multiple times, stop singling me out or throwing that shade about how old I am. And it's very simple not to do it. I mean, in the same way that we want people to respect us and our choices, we have to respect them and their choices. So if the woman tell you to stop throwing her age around, just stop throwing her age around if you care about it, if you're a friend. But it did seem like, it was a bit unnecessary for to keep doing that. Now, was Nell being a little sensitive? Probably so. But, like I said, some people are sensitive about that. So some people not. I'm not. I could care less. I'm grateful for every day I get blessed to see. But, I can understand, like, maybe she has some type of issue with it, and she feel like it's shade that Mel is throwing, because it really low key is. Because like I said, I heard Mel say that a couple times. If a person tell you, something bothers them and you continue to do it, that's a little disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I will have to give this one a 10, y'all. I really like this episode. I can't wait to see the next one. And I'm not going to make no predictions or nothing like that. I'm just going to wait till it come out and we'll talk about it then. So y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. And until the next time, peace.